Hello there, and welcome to episode 6. Episode 6 of my Forbidden Door Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 save with AEW, Impact Wrestling, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And we'll start. Today is obviously Rampage, but before we get into Rampage, to update you on the results from the last episode of Dark Elevation, which happened after Dynamite. So we had FTR to get a win over the Bear Country. They're starting to rise up the ranks. I think they're number 2 now. Dark Order of 10 Angels, Silver and Reynolds defeat Cassidy, Quen, Matt Hardy and Jora Joel. The Bunny and the Blade defeated Sunny Kiss and Red Velvet in a mixed gender tag team match. Anna Jay and Ty Conti defeat Serena Deeb and Maddie Rinkowski. Dante Martin gets a victory over Michael Nakazawa. 2.0 of Daniel Garcia, Matt Lee and Jeff Parker get a victory over Lee Moriarty, Frankie Kazarian and Brian Pillman Jr. And the Dark Order of Evil Uno and Stu Grayson defeat the Gun Club of Colton and Billy, I believe that. Austin and Billy, giving them technically their first loss in 2021. So that was this episode of Elevation, but where's this episode of Rampage and subsequent Dark going to be taking place? Well, this week's Rampage is Homecoming. The first Rampage emanating from Daly's place. We're going back to Jacksonville. We're going to Daly's place. And we're having Rampage and Dark taking place here. That should be interesting to see. Let's get into the show and see what happens. We kick off Rampage featuring the women's division, as Anna Jay and Serena Deeb continue their little spat which started on Dynamite, on Dark even, Elevation, and Anna Jay picks up the win over Serena Deeb, pinning her in 12:49 with a scissor kick, gets a 46 overall rating. Not too bad. Overall, Deeb was the best person. But Jay was off her game and Deeb was in amazing form. So, those two things will push it away from what it usually traditionally would be, where I think these two would be quite evenly matched. We then get our first 100 rated segment. We just got a 100 rated segment in episode 6. Hello. And that is CM Punk has brought in some backup in case Team Taz attack again. And they are Jonah Rock and Jeff Cobb, the United Empire from New Japan Pro Wrestling. CM Punk is aligning himself with the United Empire. He is not a member of United Empire yet, I will tell you that now. He isn't. But we've always said we want that Punk vs Ospreay match. Maybe this is how we get it. 100 rating. Great stuff. Second women's division match of the night as Jade Cargill defeats Skye Blue in 11:24 with Jaded. Gets 37 for Jade, 23 for Skye Blue, who was off her game, and gets a 35 overall. Mark Sterling does good work at ringside. So, again, we're trying to elevate some of these women's talent up. We will be bringing in the TBS title in the game as well, as a secondary women's title, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we do with that. It will probably have the same rule as the TNT title was defended every week on Dynamite. That will probably go to the TBS title will probably take that spot, and the TNT title will go every week on Rampage, considering in real life that's the way the TV deals are going to be placed. Then we get a 77 rating because I made a mistake. So I announced on Dynamite that I'd booked Danielson and Page versus Cole and Omega. And I had booked that. But then I made the mistake of, in the New Japan section of this card, one of the people who was signed over there is Danielson. Now I forgot he had road agency in his contract. So whilst I was doing a G1 night earlier on the same day, before I recorded this, Brian Danielson accidentally ended up being one of my road agents. Meaning he can't work Rampage, because he's in Japan. So we put this segment in of Omega Cole showing videos of the Young Bucks beating down Danielson backstage, which we'll just say was pre-recorded on Wednesday, because in reality they knew Danielson would be in Japan. This is a bit out of taste. This is a bit out of place for AEW, I know. But Adam Page makes his entrance for the match, and it's followed by the entrance of the Dark Order. They go out to ringside, and John Silver gets up onto the apron and just nods at Adam Page. We are getting Omega and Cole versus Page and Silver, which is what we get here. And Cole and Kenny Omega defeat Adam Page and John Silver when Kenny Omega pins John Silver with the one-winged angel after almost 20 minutes. It's a good match, 69. It would have been better if Danielson was here. It would have been better if Danielson was here, and I'm annoyed at myself for that. We will be doing that match eventually. We'll just push it down the line. You know what? It's an extra storyline beat I can add in. It means we're not blowing all our big matches too soon. Does mean, however, this show's going to be massively negatively rated. It is 59. That's poor. We increase in 5, lose in 11. That's upsetting compared to what that show could have been. But we had a 100 rated segment, so I'm not complaining. How bad would that show have been without it? God damn. I've been Ben Chapman. That was episode 6. I'll see you next time. Bye.